Well, Multispec actually, the application was started. It was started on the Macintosh in '88. The Macintosh at that time had the GUI interface, and the professor I worked for at the time, Dr. David Langry, he had a remote sensing class he taught in engineering, and the software, the commercial software being used was just very expensive. It didn't have enough seats for everyone to use. And it was much of a command line driven. And so he said, well, geez, we had Larsis developed in the 70s on a mainframe computer. Can we convert that to be able to use to demonstrate fundamental remote sensing technologies? Not necessarily do exactly what all the commercial packages did, but to do the fundamentals that students could use to learn from. And then also he was doing research with hyperspectral data and different algorithms being developed for that type. Hyperspectral is like 200 channels instead of 3 channels, 4 channels, 7, 200 channels, very fine wavelength bands. And so that's how it got started. It was a initial training and a opportunity to let other people use different algorithms to try them out. And so it was just set up to try to be as simple as possible. So one can select an image, open it up, you come up with the display, you can define which channels 432 are going to be displayed as red, green, blue on the display. So this would be the color infrared, the default, the color infrared. So that's how it got started. It can do unsupervised classification, supervised classification, and it's got some hyperspectral algorithms in it. How it went on, when the students used it and left the university, they wanted to use it. We kept it free. They wanted to use it, and then other people saw it and they asked questions. So we started making it available when the web came out in the early '90s. And so now it's really it's more of a hobby for me. Now, in the wintertime, I do expansion and stuff on it. Although I have different projects that it provides enough baseline for tools for projects involved now using image data or U2U project. But it's more of a weather type data, but image form. And so I made modifications to be able to read that type of data and modify it to expand it.